Craig Cameron here, reporting to you from the Double Horn Ranch down here deep in the heart of Texas. People ask me a lot of times about different cowboy gear and accessories, that type of thing. So I thought I'd show a few of those things to you right now. So right here, I got my bridle tied on with my saddle strings, carrying my shafts across my saddle right here. And then here's a cool little accessory. This is called a hobble ring. Then you can tie that on to your saddle strings. Then you can see you can put different things on here. So here's an accessory, one that I'm always not without, and that's my hobbles. So these hobbles, I carry them through the hobble ring. Now this just might look like an old piece of string. It is, that's exactly what it is. It's a hay string, but boy, I tell you what, I'm always trying to carry a little extra piece of string with me like that, and you'd be surprised how many times that will come in handy and how many times you'll use it. You know who showed me that right there was Ray Hunt. He always had a piece of hay twine right there, and boy, you can use it to patch things up, just a whole bunch of different things. So I usually got a little piece of hay twine with me. Right here, tied on is a fencing tool. Pretty handy thing to have. I've actually one time in New Mexico, a horse got his foot hung up in the wire right there, and I mean it was hung right down in the wire, and you weren't going to get it loose. And that horse was hung up, and I had my fencing tools handy with me that day, and that's the only way that I got him out. So boy, what a handy thing to have, and it's easy to carry right there. That's what that scabbard was actually made for. So let's work to the other side. You can see I got my pulling style collar on here, and I'm going to turn my horse around right here so we can kind of look to the other side here. And again, just a lot of cool cowboy gear. I got my rope holder, and I'm carrying my rope. You know, I always say a good cowboy usually got his rope and his spurs and his hobble with him all the time. So I got my rope here, carrying it with my rope holder. And I don't want to forget my night latch. Well, my night latch, I probably got quite a few saddles that I've collected over the years that I actually use on an everyday basis, but there's not one saddle that I have that I don't have a night latch on. So that again, if I'm jumping a piece of log or my horse is fresh, I think he's going to buck or he starts bucking, I get my hand in that night latch, gives me a really secure seat, and I use that thing quite a bit. I don't let my pride get in the way on something like that. So as I come over here, again, this one right here, people a lot of times when I'm working at a clinic or at an expo, they'll say, "Craig, what's that on your saddle right there?" And that right there is a pistol scabbard. And so people say, "What do you got in that thing?" I say, "What do I got in it?" Well, what I got in there, you could probably guess what I might got in there. Let me just throw that down. I got a darn pistol. What do you think I got in there? And people say, "Craig, how come you got that pistol in there? How come you're carrying that pistol?" I tell them because it's my right as an American citizen to keep and bear arms. So I got my pistol with me a lot of times on the ranch. You never know what you might need it for, and like we always say, better to have it, not need it, than need it and not have it. So all these different accessories that a guy can have. Here's these cuffs right here are pretty cool accessories. I like them in the wintertime a lot. I like them if I'm shoeing or trimming a horse or cutting brush on the trails. These cuffs are really handy. They keep you from getting scratched up or tearing your clothes up. And plus they look pretty dang cool too. So here's another little accessory. The old Craig Cameron cowboy knife right there. And it's handy. You can see the way that I carry it so I can get to it when I need that thing. So also, matter of fact, as far as that goes, I always usually carry a little boot knife just to have an extra knife on me in case that I might need it for one reason or another. Again, I'll say it again. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So all these little accessories, they really can come in handy when you do need them, and it doesn't take me much effort more to carry them, and again, makes me ready and prepared for any situation that I might need. And that's the cowboy way.